Hello my fellow babysitter bammers, this is Crazy Shelly and I'm going to be showing you some parts of my house today. I'm standing at my front door and as you walk in you see my front closet. Starting at the top of the closet, in that bag are some art supplies, my bike helmet, the kids' lunch boxes, baseball mitt, my son's basketball shoes. Then down here are the winter coats and then some more winter coats and some lighter weather stuff back there as well. In the shoe rack are our hats, gloves, mittens, scarves, anything we would need to go out and play in the snow if we were to get any snow in New Mexico that was worth going out to play in. And then down here are shoes. My kids' bike helmets because they use them a lot more frequently than I use mine, and so they're more accessible here. We've got more shoes over here. Believe it or not, this has been pared down quite a bit already. A lot of it is stuff that my daughter hasn't grown into yet. On this side of the closet are my kids' scooters and their sidewalk chalk, and then our camping chairs because we have no other place to really put them right now. And there's the jump rope hook and the backpack hook, but the backpacks are currently in the car. Leaving the entryway, you see our living room. This pile of books is some church books we had duplicate copies of that we're going to donate to church. And then underneath those are some homeschool materials that I grabbed off the freebie table and decided that ultimately they did not work for our needs. So stepping into the living room, I'll do a quick panoramic here. As you can see, there's quite a bit of stuff in here, so let's go through and break it down real quick here. Here's the kids' computer. Then all my family pictures and knickknacks. This is the family art project wall. Everything on this wall was made by either myself or my kids. Over here, this has like our office-y type supplies. Notice my 5 boxes of staples here. Every time I ran out of staples, I just ran out and bought a new box apparently. And then I've got my 3 staplers. So yeah, those are things that need to still be reduced and purged. Envelopes, CD-ROMs, a couple music CDs, some blank CDs. The cup has markers, dry erase markers, and highlighters in it. So that's our office-y supplies. Here's our computer. That folder there does not belong to me. It needs to be returned to its rightful owner. And then those papers all there need to be filed, so hopefully I'll get to that relatively soon here. And this is our church/homeschool shelf. It has church books, it has our homeschool materials on it. Then this is our homeschool wall with my kids' reward charts. I have to take them to Chuck E. Cheese at some point, but it's 2 hours away, so we're kind of stalling on that one. There's our alphabet chart, our calendar, the clipboards that I put the kids' work on every day. There's our globe, and in this basket here are different magazines for the kids to look at. The kids' pencil boxes, and then this white cabinet has a lot of our art supplies in it. So there's like colored copy paper and construction paper and paint. This basket here has glue and paint and paintbrushes and some extra canvas. And this one's kind of like a little catch-all. It's got the kids' little chalkboards they got for Christmas, rubber bands and geoboards for them to play with, different math manipulatives that I made in college, the chalk for our chalkboard, rulers, so just a lot of random stuff in there, but we do use a lot of it, so it is all helpful. And then this is more of our math manipulatives. I've got the geometric solid shapes, the Unifix cubes, and there's some fake money, pattern blocks with the cards to go with them, the clock, the counting bears, the base 10 blocks, a puzzle map of the United States, and then a I Spy kind of game. This bag has all of our library books and movies that we borrowed, and that bag has all of my co-op stuff for homeschool co-op. You can see some money posters back there, and the tube are my maps of the world and the United States. Here we have part of our movie and DVD collection, so our DVD and Blu-ray collection. The top rows are Blu-rays that we're slowly starting to switch all our DVDs out for. Then we've got DVDs here. This is mostly VeggieTales, which is all my kids are allowed to watch currently because they've been making some really poor choices. These two empty ones used to have our Wii games in them, but again, naughty choices. The Wii got taken away for a while. The two kits down at the bottom there, those are my kids' art kits. They've got like their markers and their colored pencils. The top is usually cleared off, but we're not perfect today. This gutter has our February books in it. Every month I just feature some of our children's books, and you'll see soon how many children's books we have in this house. But since it's February, it's got some Valentine's Day books, and it also has some Black History Month books in it. Here is the Uh-Oh box. Anything that my kids leave out gets put in the Uh-Oh box, and they do chores to get them back. The vacuum's typically not there, so just ignore that. Here's the rest of our DVD collection, and considering that these shelves used to be full, this is pretty good. Here's some of our children's books. The top shelf here is all books that are chapter books and they need help reading or being read to. Magic Tree House, my son can almost read on his own. Second shelf next to the radio here are the non-fiction books, and then some oversized other books and a couple random things my kids apparently put there because they were too lazy to take to their room. Behind the chalkboard are some of my teacher books that I have. Those are all science books that I've taken classes for, some old homeschool curriculum that I'm saving for my daughter, and some extra binders. So that is my entryway and my living room. Stay tuned for my dining area and kitchen.